Hello guys, let's talk about the gaming market today and the gaming industry, right? The reality is that most gaming studios are pretty outdated, right? For example, most moba studios, most multiplayer online battle arena studios only cater to Dota or Conquest players. That's why Arena has been a huge niche for years, a huge open niche. Just like we have, for example, Rush versus Conquest in Battlefield games, right?
The thousands of hours invested into every character, the coaches that lead while not playing the game, and the tens of thousands of people watching the race truly elevated it above just a video game. It became a business, with people losing their jobs if they don't pump enough DPS or make too many mistakes.
Hello guys, I just wanna quickly talk about Dota, Conquest and MOBA games. It's really ironic because, you see, MOBA, Multiplayer Online Battle Arena, is supposed to be about all these countless of community-made maps, but most MOBA studios, they only cater to Conquest Dota players and ignore everybody else. And I don't really understand why people think that Dota or Aka Conquest, Aka Defend of the Ancients, is so much more competitive than anything else, because it really isn't. And the game mode is not even made for esports. Who wants to watch 20 minutes of less hitting and clearing jungle? Like what? And don't even get me started on snowballing, where 1 or 2 level difference is such a huge deal. Right? The whole genre is called Multiplayer Online Battle Arena, but most MOBA studios, they only care about Dota players and ignore everybody else. That's why Arena is such a huge open niche. And what they don't realize is that MOBA is not just Dota, it's thousands upon thousands of community-made maps from Warcraft 3 era, you know. But what do you expect, you know, League of Legends and Dota 2, they made the whole franchise out of copying Warcraft 3 custom maps, which were made by the community from some random guy, you know. So I don't really expect them to have any innovation when they literally copied their whole thing from somebody, you know. It's like, it's insanity. And then we also have problem with esports, that there is no real tournaments, no real rankings for the community, no real opportunities. They literally handpick their players and they even pay them massive salaries, so they gatekeep everybody else. And that's a huge issue because as a small content creator, you basically have no chance on social media, because you're fighting against all these bots and all these content creators who probably use bots and promotional accounts all over social media. And that's a fact. That's how social media is designed. You literally have no chance if you don't manipulate your viewers and algorithm.
I thought I'd die fighting side by side with an owl.
What about side by side with a friend?
I could do that.
And you know, Dota is a 20-year-old game mode. Why are we still acting like it's the only thing that is competitive? Why are we still ignoring so much of potential, so much of your older player base? It's a literally 20-year-old game mode. It has its own issues, like snowballing. You have to always pick meta starters or you fall behind, and then it doesn't even matter how you play or what you build, right? The whole map game mode is not even good for esports, because nobody really want to watch just, you know, snowballing and 20 minutes of farming, and then you have these guys who have a level advantage and then they think they are good at this game, but they're just getting carried by numbers. Nobody really knows how to build. They just build 6 damage items most of their games, or they build overpowered meta items. There is no new content. All they do is make new skins. In fact, they also remove game modes, you know. These guys are all outdated and all clueless. They don't even know how MOBA, how the whole genre was designed, why people loved it. It was basically thousands upon thousands of community-made maps. It was basically fight of characters on different maps. So why are we still only catering to Dota and Conquest? Aka Defend of the Ancients. That's just one of thousands of made maps. It's not even more competitive. Actually, when you understand the game design, you realize that Conquest Dota is not even, it's actually less competitive than most other game modes. You are designing the whole game around snowballing, you are designing the whole game around YouTubers who clickbait with when they have level advantage, you know. You literally, there is no depth, there is no counter building. You literally always have to pick meta items, otherwise you fall behind and then you can be best player in the world and then you still cannot do anything. Because few level difference means so much in such games, you know? Like, it's almost insanity when you realize, but what do you expect from League of Legends, from Dota 2? They literally made their whole companies out of copying other people's work. You know, of course they won't innovate, you know? Like, even most of the abilities, most of the icons for items are actually from Warcraft 3. And we could say that is a Blizzard content, but it's actually, it was a fanmate, it was community who made these things. You know, and a lot of them are assets from Blizzard, that's also true, you know. I mean, it's funny how Tencent designed the whole industry around League of Legends, you know. But after 20 years, we now finally realize these guys are no innovators. They have no idea what are they doing. Even the whole pro scene is a fucking joke, you know. That's why nobody has any chance on Twitch, because only those guys who got handpicked they don't even organize real tournaments or have real rankings. They literally handpick all their players and pay them massive salaries to. It's insanity, you know, because most of the players who appear at the top are actually just, you know, pro guys, you know, because people think if you play at Pro League you're one of the best, right? No, a lot of pro players just got handpicked so they can make a lot of money from social media, because then people think you're one of the best. That's why you have no chance as a small content creator or a pro player. Zero, nada. It's insanity, you know. I'm surprised how is this game even so popular. It's insanity. Oh right, because they Tencent is actually forbidding other MOBAs in their market to actually do well. Even though, you know, Smite community has been blaming Tencent for Smite not doing well in Asia, which is true, but at the same time it's our fault. Harris has no idea how to manage their game properly. Now they're making Smite 2, they also wanna build like another League of Legends, they're totally outdated. Nobody knows how to make proper games anymore. And in this age you don't even need to, you just use bots and AI all over social media, just like Palworld did, right? It's insanity, you know? These guys are no innovators, you know, nobody is anymore. So today I want to talk about Smite, Battleground of the Gods, and this actually used to be one of the best games on the market 10 years ago, and actually Smite had way more content 7 years ago than it does today. Just look how many posts of Arena. You see, this is the saddest thing about Smite. Smite used to be one of the best games on the market. We used to have one of the best community ever, right? Even 10 years after, I still come back to Smite community, but sadly at this age, at this stage, you just feel like a wasted potential, a wasted energy. How can you possibly have such a good game on your hand and just totally waste it, right? Yo guys, so I really wanna talk about, you know, what can Smite improve, okay? You know, Smite is 10 years old at this point, and there are many core issues that have never been resolved, you know. Harris is trying a lot, you know, rank scene, sponsors, you know, but the game is not really moving a lot, you know, even though Smite doesn't actually have a lot of, you know, MOBA competition, you know. So there are a few things they can do, okay. Harris over the years made a lot of fun maps for Smite. So what they need to do is add all modes back into the match of the day rotation on weekends or something, like Domination, Adventures, Smite Cart, Capture the Flag, 3 versus 3 versus 3, you know, 5 Ymir versus 5 Ymirs, you know, whatever, you know, just add, you know, these fun game modes back into rotation, you know, map rotation. We also need better UI, you know, and the big reason why Smite is, you know, Smite itself is one of the best games ever, you know. We have good action combat, we have many fun maps, and we have one of the best social system in the whole gaming. You know, voice command lines, each skin or each god has different voice lines, and this is one of the best feature of Smite. Probably a big reason why I still play Smite after 10 years. But the problem is, you know, it has very divided ranked community, not just ranked community, but community in general. You know, if you just go to Smite Reddit, for example, because that brings them so much sponsors and so much views on YouTube. You know, this guy Weekend, for example, if he wouldn't be on SPL, okay, I'm not saying these guys make very good content, and he should be Olympian Bolt, you know, award for Olympian Bolt. He makes very good content, but the fact is, if he wouldn't be on SPL, he would have 100,000 subscribers, not 200,000, you know, and this is the big issue because people think, you know, SPL players are the best, but no, they're not. They just like so much competition, you know. And Harris, you know, wonders why the game is not doing well, because they only care about Conquest players. You know, they literally force players that wanna be ranked into Conquest, and Conquest is still barely a top played game mode, even after that, you know. And this is the sad thing about a lot of games and communities these days. Not only are they highly mismanaged, but they're just a huge business. Right, sports, they don't organize tournaments, they don't organize community tournaments, no real rankings. So why would anybody even still watch sports and esports, right? Hello guys, I hope you are doing fine. In this video, I want to talk about this is probably one of the biggest wasted opportunity on the gaming market. It's always this guy who talks shit about Arena, who never took Arena seriously, right? All the players who really love the game, who, you know, who played for years to be the best, right? They are constantly being talked down by these guys, and this is all high-risk for because they love dividing the community in every corner, and this is the end result you get. Divided community, people looking down on you, even though you love the game and you are probably better at it than anybody here. But if you usually just get downvoted or banned from these forums anyway, it's sad. Nobody understands Arena, nobody understands Conquest, they just... Than it does today. We had ranked Arena, leaderboard and rewards, right? We had basic rank functionality for the competitive community driven game. We actually had community tournaments, right? No, they removed everything, they removed Clash, they removed Siege. All these old fun game modes people loved for no good reason. Why? Because they have this outdated mentality that if they only cater to Conquest Dota players, they will somehow get more players. And look where this got us. Arena is the most popular game mode in Smite, and we don't even have ranked leaderboard rewards or any community tournaments. The current Arena map is 5 years old. Good. Any guy who plays this game for more than a few years know that this is one of the most mismanaged game on the market, even though the game itself is probably one of the most innovative game when it comes out. It has one of the best action combat and it has one of the best social system. So how can the game do so poorly? Right? It's almost impossible, but Titanforge somehow managed to do it, right? They removed Clash, they removed Siege, they removed all the fun assets they already made, right? They removed Ranked Arena, they removed community tournaments, everything. GG.
Next, Sovereignty. Oh, it feels good to be back to Smite. I really like this game. Should I pick it up? Oh no, he needs help. Oh, he needs mana. Okay. Sometimes I don't like to steal Cupid's stuff, so I don't pick it up. So much damage. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna build him defensively. Because I think that's how you build him. And why was Cupid all the way over there? What the heck? No explanations for that.
So today I want to talk about "5 years old, man. They can't even make a new map for the most popular game mode, right? And when people talk about Arena, right, they often get downvoted and just get banned, most likely. I even got banned for talking about ranked arena. That's how divided the community is. And at the end of the day, it's all Harris or Titanforge fault. It's the company's fault, right? They have been dividing the community for years. They have been literally forcing players into Conquest, aka Dota, if they even want to be considered competitive. That's why you have such a divided community. And do you guys have any idea how sad is it when you love something so much and you can't even prove it, right? I have been loving Smite for years, but I have no chance to prove it. Nobody. We don't even have ranked leaderboard rewards or any tournaments. How can you sleep on so many players, right? And this is the problem with Smite. Smite itself is a great game, but it's one of the most mismanaged game on the market, right? We have 0 Europe players, which is the biggest region. We have 0 Arena players, which is the most popular game mode. We have 0 Prostian from console players, 0 international players, right? And Harris never addresses this, right? They can't even make a new map for Arena, right? And anybody who talk about this just get downvoted or they get banned on Smite Reddit, because moderators of this place are absolute disgrace. They have single-handedly destroyed Smite Reddit community with bad censorship, forbidding content that promote discussion like memes and videos, so that's where we are. And it's sad because this game, like the saddest thing in life is the wasted potential. I love this game so much, but there is 0 community, updates, 0 new content, right? 0 rank functionality, right? All they do is ban players who complain about, who really care about this game, right? And you know what is ironic? Harris or Titanforge are always saying, yeah, how they have divided community, right? They literally divide the community on every corner, right? North America versus EU players, international players, Arena versus Conquest, PC versus console players, right? They don't even organize community tournaments anymore. But the only time they say that, the only time they mention divided player base is when somebody mentions, ranked arena or adding old fun game modes back into the match of the day, right? 2 things that will bring in insane amount of players, right? Sometimes I don't understand. It's your fucking job to make the game more popular. What are you doing? Why are people still supporting these guys who are literally doing nothing for the community besides making money out of it? I mean, it's your job, right? It's not even my job, and I still love the game more than you guys apparently. Like, Jesus, man, can't you just try to understand players that have been loving this game for years and just wanna have a simple ranked leaderboard and rewards to see who's the best and organize community tournaments? Isn't that why we love gaming in esports, man? And you know what is very ironic? Every time somebody, and guys, what is very ironic? You see, every time somebody mention Arena ranked, they always say that, then you just kill minions and then you can get 1 kill and then you just play safe, right? Anybody that has any at least basic level of understanding of how the game mode is designed, right? How Arena is designed, right? Arena is all about consistency, counter building and resetting fights, getting value out of aggressive playstyle. You can't just win the game if you just play passively, right? You're gonna get no value from aggressive playstyle. And not only that, people have no idea how the last 10 ticket system works in this game. People have no idea how Arena is actually designed, right? You have to worry about minions, you have to worry about teamfights, tower push, it's always something. But the main thing here is that last 10 tickets, only big minion count. So, you need 10 waves to finish the game, which means if your team has 50 tickets and enemy team has 10 tickets, you're gonna lose tickets at much faster rate, right? You're gonna lose 7 tickets per wave. Meanwhile, they're only losing 1 ticket per wave, and this is just another anti-snowballing mechanic or comeback mechanics. This is why Arena is so fun. It's fighting on the even playing field, where all that matters is how you build and how you play, right? Arena is probably the biggest wasted potential on the MOBA or gaming market, because most MOBA studios only cater to Dota and Conquest players and ignore everybody else. Smite could be easily the most popular game mode if they would only add old fun game modes assets they already made back into the match of the day rotation. If we would only have ranked leaderboard, rewards for Arena, actual tournaments, rewards for ranked Conquest, and so on and so on. But apparently Titanforge is clueless, and they would rather see their game die than do what the community has been asking for the last 7 years, right? Just ban them, right? They don't care about nobody anymore, right? Because since Titanforge took over Smite, we literally got 0 new content. Smite was in a better shape 7 years ago than it is today. Now it's just a money machine. They use this love we have for Smite to make money, right? That's all they do. They make a new god. That's it. No new events, no old fun game modes in the match of the day rotation, no tournaments, no ranked leaderboard rewards, nothing. Even Conquest, a main game mode, they could see that they balance the whole game around this fucking Conquest. Even that ranked Conquest has no rewards. So, and then people say why Smite is doing poor. And they had 0 competition on the MOBA market for years. And they still didn't do anything with this game, right? Then you just realize you come to this like, the best way for me to support the game I love is to simply stop supporting it, because maybe then they will do some changes. Otherwise, it's really sad, because Smite is my favorite game. I have been playing it for 10 years, but how can you mismanage one game and one community so much? How? And now they just make new events that you need to pay money for. Right? That's all they do, because they don't know how to fix Smite, because they are clueless, right? They sleep on 50 to 70% of their player base, and then they wonder, wow, why is our game doing poorly? Well, why are you guys having fun when the game is doing so poor, right? And you guys can't even understand how much it hurts when you love something so much, but you can't show it to nobody, when the community constantly looks down upon you, just because Hi-Rez removed ranked leaderboard rewards for no good reason, right? Because the company is incompetent. How can then players follow, right? It's the same problem with YouTube and social media and all the bots we have, and sports, right? If the companies don't do things right, how can a player do things right, right? And it's really sad. I love this game so much. And Hi-Rez at Titanforge, they just left us in the dust. They can't even give us rank leaderboard rewards or make a new map for us in 7 years. How sad is that? How sad is that? Right? Instead of 1 Smite Reddit, we have 6 of them, okay? You see, we have 6 Smite subreddits instead of 1 with flares, and memes are only allowed 1 day per week. This is a huge issue, you know. Bad moderation literally killed this place, you know. That's why Smite Facebook groups are so popular lately, you know. But yeah, divided ranked community is a big issue, you know. There is a big lack of, you know, console players, Europe or international players, and arena players at Smite SPL, Smite Championship, you know. Because Hi-Rez is still using this old mentality, MOBA mentality, that only Conquest is a competitive game mode. I mean, look, you either wanna win or you don't, you know. So you adopt or you don't, you know. Just add, you know, leaderboard for arena fans and some ranked rewards, you know. Don't use this arena vs Conquest rivalry to divide the community, but rather to fire up that competitive fire, you know. That's what you wanna do. The skins are actually really good, but they're way more expensive, and they're in chests that people don't really wanna buy, because Hi-Rez don't know how to solve the core issues, and then they make skins more expensive, so they actually make money out of it, you know. Now we also need more commendation rewards, more achievement points rewards, you know, more rewards for commendation, using commendations, and to give meaning to achievement points, and so on, you know. You also need clan wars, you know. So yeah, Hi-Res really need to fix these core issues, you know, adding a ranked leaderboard for arena fans, adding old fan game modes back into match of the day rotation, cheaper skins, better UI, and yeah, we need more community events and tourneys, you know, going on, you know, more community events, you know, all these, you know, this group has 50,000 members, okay? Each week, for example, they could make a tourney and the winners get a special badge or something like that. And same goes for Discord servers, you know. And the big issue is that, you know, nowadays we only have Discord servers and we have Smite groups for Smite. Reddit is practically dead, and YouTubers, they just care about their business, you know, they don't really care about anything else. So small content creators for Smite, it's so hard to make it. If you don't make especially good content, or if you are not on SPL so people think that you are the best, there is no way you are ever gonna make it as Smite content creator. And that's a big issue, because Smite SPL, for example, is so gated, you know, you need a whole team. North America, Smite SPL is mostly about North America Conquest players, you know. EU teams literally have to play with high ping against North America teams on qualifiers, you know. And there are other ranked issues, like, you know, it's very hard for master players to fall into diamond and so on. And yeah, arena is big open niche. Hi-Res need to use it before it's too late. Now, you know, Smite doesn't have actually good MOBA competition, but once they do, you know, they desperately need to innovate, you know, and giving you know, leaderboard for arena fans is such a big potential for this game, you know. I just wish one day, you know, the problem with Smite is that it's one of the most divided community. I have no idea what Smite managers, community managers are actually doing. You know,
God damn it.
And look, this place, Smite Reddit, would literally be better without mods. Because these mods, you know, they don't allow memes, they don't allow videos. Look, this place is almost dead. It's just art and some pointless discussion, and, you know, look how good I am clips, you know. But look, we have 6 Smite subreddits. Why? Why can't we just have one with flares? And memes allowed all the time. If they just do these two things, this place will be alive again. You know, and they actually hide moderator list because they are ashamed, I guess, or something like that. No idea.
I don't even care this.
And what Hi-Res has been doing lately is just, you know, make more items, more unbalanced items. You know, they each season they make the game more unbalanced instead of fixing it. You know, and that's a big issue because you know, they make more problem instead of solving the core issues, you know. And maybe I need to watch this video.
What is going on, boys and girls of YouTube? Back.
New servers, larger map and slower TTK probably being the most important emote. This is not even issue, my man. You know, on EU we almost never have problems with server lag. We don't need larger map, you know, Conquest is already too large, you just spend so much time walking around doing nothing. And time to kill is only high because people don't counter build, because they are so used to Conquest Snowball being carried, they just build 6 damage items with 0 counter buildings. Because YouTube, it's a business. People don't realize YouTube, and same with Smite SPL, it's a business. People think SPL players are the best. No, they're not. They actually lack so much competition because they don't wanna lose their spots. Because that brings them so much sponsors and so much views on YouTube. You know, this guy Weekend, for example, if he wouldn't be on SPL, okay, I'm not saying these guys make very good content, and he should be Olympian Bolt, you know, award for Olympian Bolt. He makes very good content, but the fact is, if he wouldn't be on SPL, he would have 100,000 subscribers, not 200,000, you know. And this is the big issue, because people think, you know, SPL players are the best, but no, they're not. They just like so much competition, you know. And Hi-Res, you know, wonders why the game is not doing well, because they only care about Conquest players. You know, they literally force players that wanna be ranked into Conquest. And Conquest is still barely a top played game mode, even after that, you know. And people, it's like they are acting, every game mode has issues, even Conquest, snowballing, fucking solo laner, level advantage, and how hard it is to climb as a support main, or, rotations, it's so hard, sometimes to have a good teamwork, and, each game mode has issues, but they are acting like Conquest is the only competitive and, fun game mode, They don't realize all these fun game modes is what made Smite in the first place. But instead of giving arena fans a ranked leaderboard, they rather remove game modes. And this is a big issue. Smite is going downhill, that's the problem. It's not going uphill, the Smite potential is going downhill. Because they never solve the core issues, And I have been playing Smite for 10 years, man. I love this is my favorite game, I just don't want it to die.
Again, we lost
It's
for
like,
5 points,
this is the only thing that, sometimes hold me from depression, and even this game is going downhill. Like, why? And, I have been complaining about this for years now, and what I get in return? A fucking bans and censorship. I literally made post about arena ranked on Smite Reddit, and I got perma-banned for it. This is the state of the community. Because the community is so fucking divided, and this is just because Harris cannot give us a ranked leaderboard. If Harris would give us a ranked leaderboard, they will stop dividing the community, and players like me will actually start playing Conquest more, because I'm only fighting for arena fans because Harris clearly don't care about them. But if we actually get ranked leaderboard, yeah, I will play Smite even more, I will play arena ranked, but I will also play other game modes, because, that will bring in more players for everybody, not just for arena. That will, they have this mentality that, they're literally forcing players into Conquest, and then they are wondering, why is our game not doing well? It's so contradicting. It's one of the most divided gaming communities ever, and I have no idea what Smite community moderators are doing. Like, for real, man. Okay, now I need to eat. Okay, I need to chill. At least I put something out. Guys, and let me tell you another secret, You see this, first comment under, weekend video, what Smite needs to fix so it doesn't die. This guy is literally abusing his verified tag. Every comment verified YouTubers make gets automatically pushed to the top, and he even hides his verified tag. So, he just commented under his video, just to get a lot of likes and subs for free, People think these guys care so much, but they usually only make videos about Smite problems because that brings him a lot of clicks and views. It's not about because they care so much, And yeah, okay, he also got his comment hearted, so it gets pushed to the top anyway, but even before that, there's, when you understand the truth, it's pretty bullshit, okay? And not a single of these things that he actually said, new servers, larger map and slower time to kill doesn't really actually matter, He just said that because, he wanted to get on the top, so people see his channel, click on his channel and get clicks and views easily, And there are the same guys on being on SPL for 7 years straight, Like, please don't tell me these guys like Zapman or Fine OK are so fucking good that they've been on SPL for like 5 years in a row. Because the thing is, it doesn't really matter how good you are. All these teams get handpicked by Hi-Res, and that's the big issue, Or how, once you reach Master, you cannot even fall into Diamond anymore. So they just abuse meta and OPA Hi-Res items in Conquest and Snowball of Conquest and Joust to get on the top, and they think they are good at Smite. No wonder the best players at SPL barely know how to build. Did you see those outdated support builds at SPL? People think these guys are the best. These guys are supposed to be the best, but they barely know how to build. You see, they're still building fucking tapes and pride win every game on supports, It's like, dude, come on. And look at this Hippo, first item, Road of the Houthi, one of the most expensive item in the game. Doesn't make much sense. That Sobek build is, what the fuck, like, they have double Guardian, and they don't have a single good support item like Witchblade, Shogun Kuzari, let's see, they have, yeah, 3 magicals, they could have Voidstone, they only have Sovereignty, which is decent. Like, come on, man. There's so much wrong with Smite rank scene because the community is so fucking divided. And this is the highest issue, you know. It's like we have been preaching for years and everything we got in return was, you know, being banned. You know, Smite Reddit practically died because bad moderation, and if you comment under any, you know, Smite YouTuber about problems, or if you call them out, there is a high chance you're gonna get banned, you know. Fine, okay, we can, all these guys will ban you. Some that do it, they don't give a fuck. They just wanna get views and money off of YouTube and sponsors, you know. That's why YouTube is a bad platform to talk about, you know. And same with Reddit because bad moderation. And it's same going on Facebook groups, you know. Censorship is a big issue in Smite community. Big issue. And you know, Arena is such a big open niche. There is no actual, you know, many MOBA game studios that actually have a good arena game. You know, Lost Ark and World of Warcraft are the only two games, and they have their own issues too. So if they would make, you know, if all they have to do is make a leaderboard and some ranked rewards for Arena, they could be like top most popular MOBA again, just because of that. Beside everything else, you know, by adding old fun game modes back, better UI, you know, I understand they changed UI because, you know, consoles, but I still think, you know, it's possible probably to make it better. Let me show you old UI. The old UI was so much better, you know, it's like, bro, please, you know, look at this old UI. This UI was so better, you know, and I still remember we had Plug DJ for Smite when we listen music together, and you see we have Conquest, Arena and Joust ranked leaderboard, and now we only have Conquest and Joust, and both of these game modes are very similar. They are both snowbally as fuck, you know, they both have pretty much the same issues, you know, and Arena is a big opposite of Conquest and Joust. That's why maybe they think it's not competitive, but I think, you know, it has nothing to do with, you know, how competitive it is or how they balance the game around. It's just about you, you know. Do you wanna win or you don't? Do you wanna adopt or you don't? You know, it's you either wanna win or you don't. It has nothing to do with the game mode itself, you know. They just have this outdated MOBA mentality that is literally holding the game back, you know. And if you go, you know, Smite, I wish way more popular guys would play Smite, you know. But you know, all these guys, you know, we can win on SPL, Rixie, you know, Vertify Tech, okay. Let's check, you know. This guy is supposed to be 1v1 master.
I'll get some groceries today. Can you spell
But yeah, you see 2 level advantage already, you know. And Berserker shield is fucking balanced, you know. It's so fucking stupid, you know. At least he's leveling up the right ability, you know. Most people level up Vamana 3 for some reason, and it's way more mana expensive and longer cooldown. But yeah, you need to level up too. But what I wanna show you is the fact that, you know, it's very hard to make it Smite content creator, you know. It's very hard. You either get on SPL and people think you're the best, you know, or you have Vertified Tech, or I don't know, man. It's like Zapman, Rixie, you know. All these guys been on SPL, you know. It's not like they make the best content ever, but they've been on SPL and they got boosted because of that. You know, Smite community. I just wish one day, you know, this game potential will come out, you know. It's like, this game is so good, but maybe we're just waiting for a few good streamers to actually play it, you know. Like Xaryu, you know, this Arena player, or Dr. Disrespect, you know. If Dr. Disrespect will play Smite Arena, you know, That will be huge. But they are busy playing their shit games, you know, so yeah. What can you do? It's only about making popular content, you know. I know this is not just a Smite issue, you know, we turned content creation into business, you know. But it's just so fucking, you know, you either make content about current popular things or you get left behind, you know. You see, all the popular guys are, you know, either making the Jade Emperor videos or, you know, something, you know, or they either been on SPL and got, you know, a boost, you know. You have to make especially good content, otherwise there is no way you're gonna ever make it on as a Smite content creator, besides if you get on SPL, you know. Smite YouTubers were on SPL, you know, Zapman, Weekend, probably Rexy2, Panda Cat, you see. And that's the big issue, you know, because they turned SPL into business, a way how to get more views and money off of YouTube and sponsors. Otherwise there is no way you're ever gonna make it a Smite content creator, you know.